Okay, so let's get started. Thanks again for joining us in this session. All right, so this is the Digital Kid training series, and in this series, right, I want to get everyone going online to help people to go online. That's our mission here, to get everyone going online in just 4 days, right? In fact, today itself, you'll be able to go online itself. You will build a very quick landing page, a sales page, but a powerful one. And I'm pretty sure that even an offline business can go online today. And that's our goal in this session. So in today's session, we're going to build our landing page. And just to show you the roadmap for what's going to come. Yeah. So what's going to come is we're going to have 4 sessions. So the first session would be building a sales page and going online. That's our first session today, which is this one here. Now in lesson day 2, which is tomorrow, the same time at 3 p.m., we're going to put in a payment gateway and talk about some pricing strategy to putting your landing page online, right? In the third day, we're going to look at marketing automation that's using emails. So for example, the emails that you receive for this training, for example, you receive the emails from me, all that are automated, right? And basically, I'm going to teach you how to do that as well for your business to get started with. And in lesson day 4, we're going to make more money with Facebook ads by going on Facebook, because all your potential customers today are on Facebook, right? They are spending time on Facebook, and that's the perfect place to reach them this time. All right, so what we're going to do today is simple. This session is going to take about an hour and a half, I would say. It will maybe stretch up to about 2 hours. We'll leave some room for Q&A to discuss with among ourselves. And yeah, so 4 things today. I'd like you to introduce yourself, but today we have quite a number of people. Normally, we do not have that many people in a single room. So maybe what you can do is you can quickly introduce yourself inside the chat section. Just introduce yourself very quickly. Everybody will be able to see it. And after the session, you can also use the Google Sheets to actually put in your name, your company, and what you do, and network from there as well. So go ahead. Dr. Lau has just pasted the sheet right there, and you can use that. Yeah, you can use that, or you can just quickly introduce yourself, a one-liner in the chat section as well. Let's get things moving. Yeah, so do introduce yourself. Number 2, we are going to look at the plan to go online, and we're going to build a landing page in 15 minutes today. Yeah, it's going to be quite fast. Even if you don't have experience of building websites, it's going to be quite easy to build a landing page. And then we have a short Q&A session and help session that will help you to do this. Okay. Okay, so introduce yourself. I'm going to give you a quick minute to do that. Introduce yourself inside the chat section, and I'll just wait here and see what comes up, all right? So the first thing to know is that it'll be nice if you introduce yourself, please, until you would have a question to ask, yeah? That'd be great, so you don't actually annoy the rest of the people here. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, introduce yourself, give you a minute to do that while I'll just make sure things are okay. So we have 140 people right now. Wow. Let's get started. So let me introduce myself. You can continue the chats, no worries. Let me introduce myself and we'll get started into the content today. Okay, so some of you may know who I am. Some of you may not. So my name is Ruben, and some of you may know me as a head of marketing at Lead. So what I do is I manage webinars like this, meetings like this, workshops, and also manage like overall operations of marketing in Lead as well. Now, just a quick one. Lead is a tech institute where we teach 3 major courses: data science, digital marketing, and also full stack web development, right? And we have taught these courses to companies like a bunch of them, like CapitaLand, Heineken, DNB, and some to name. I'm also the owner and co-founder of Cat Studio. That's a music and dance school come recording studio down in Penang. So some of you are from Penang as well. You know me as a musician back in Penang. But today I spend most of my time doing marketing today. I'm also founder at Cat Insights, an agency where we help companies with their marketing strategies. I'm a HRDF certified trainer. That means I train companies as well. A growth marketer, entrepreneur, and also a music producer on the side. So some of my friends still would know me as a musician before I became a marketer back in the few years back. All right, but today is not so much about me. Today I want to help you get started online. So right now, we all are in the MCO, right? The movement control order, and everyone is just experiencing different kind of things. I know it's a hard time for a lot of people, and it's not an easy period for us, but there's something we can do, right? So when everyone is experiencing different type of things, right? This is you. You want to do something totally different as well, right? So it's time to do something really different. Now, I saw from the recent chats that a lot of you are from all sorts of different businesses. Some of you are offline, some of you are already online, some of you are physical business, brick and mortar, right? But it's time to do something different today, right? And these are things like you've never did this before, and this is the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to give you a few examples. Again, of course, I do not know everything in the world. Ruben does not know every single thing in the world. Of course, I just want to give you and get you to start thinking a little bit, okay? So if you're a restaurant owner today, right, you can offer, I mean, your restaurant is closed today, right? But what you can do is you can start offering food delivery. That's one. Now, I've read a Facebook post from a restaurateur who said, food delivery is something that I cannot do. It's impossible for me. But why stop there, right? There's so many other things you can do. You can sell food DIY kits. Like the one I saw, Tea Life. I'm sure all you know Tea Life. Tea Life came out with a bubble tea kit, right? It's expensive, 150 for that pack here. But guess what? People are all bored today. They're all at home. They have time. They have a bit of money to spend. And so they're looking for things to do. And therefore, they just bought this bubble tea kit. I nearly bought as well until my friend within Tea Life told me that it's not worth buying it at all. All right, so do food DIY kits. You can come out with something so creative like that, right? Do a pre-sale. In fact, at LEAD, we also do pre-sales during 11/11. And what we do is we sell courses before they were built, right? So a pre-sale is great. So you can also offer pre-sales to your clients right now and say, hey, you can buy my meals at 70% off right now, but get it later, get it next month, get it 2 months, and that will give you some cash flow, right? Or teach people how to cook restaurant or cafe style dishes. People are at home now, they are stuck at home, and I'm sure not all of cooking here are great. Some people can't cook, right? But what if you can teach people how to cook like your restaurant? That's going to be a business as well, right? And you can charge people for that, maybe a small membership fee, or just think out of the box. And maybe even sell your recipes, right? So there's many things like a restaurant can do today as well, and that's something that we can focus on. If you're a gym business, if you're a personal training business, you're offline, right? This is based off one of my friends who also does personal training. Now, instead of actually sitting out the period for 2 months, what you can do is you can sell meal plans, you can sell workout plans, right? You can even coach people virtually. Use Zoom, like this system here. You can use a smaller one and coach people virtually and then charge them something for it. In fact, the screenshot you see here is in fact one of my workout sessions with my friends. Try to spot where I am in there. See if I have 6 packs or not, yeah. So you can coach people virtually, right? And in a personal training business can get so creative, right? They don't have to stick down to the normal ways of doing this because things are not normal anymore. Why don't you do something which is abnormal these days? Makes sense, right? Sell workout plans or be an athlete for supplement companies. Now, supplement companies, people who sell physical things, they are desperate right now, right? They need sales. They need to sell their stuff, right? If you're a business, you already have existing customers. Now, your existing customers is your sales list. And from there, you can begin to actually go back to your existing customers and say, hey, how can I help you, right? For example, if you're a gym business, you can go back to your existing customers and say, hey, we just partnered up with a supplement company. They're giving out a 30-50% off for all the supplements for you to take during this MCO period. Would you like to buy some? Right? That also works as well. Now, real estate agents, maybe some of you are real estate agents. You are someone who does insurance. Maybe you're a sales agent. Now, real estate agents at this point, depending on how you see it, you're either screwed or it's in a good position for you, right? Because real estate agents, they do things physically. They go on ground, they meet people face to face, right? But what do you do right now? Now, there's so many things you can do. You can sell to people who are greedy right now. Now, in a market like this, there are going to be people who are scared of buying things. They're keeping all their cash. And there are going to be people who have the cash and is looking to invest in properties right now. So the question is, who are these people? Where are they? And how do you reach them? All right. Now, you can also be an affiliate of home decor companies and offer them your existing customers as well. Now, these home decor companies, they are desperate, right? They cannot sell anything and they will be happy to work with you, right? You just have to reach out to them and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to help you sell your home decor equipment and stuff. If I sell them to my database, you pay me. If not, don't pay me, right? There's so many things you can do at this time of this moment. Or give out free education, collect leads right now, and remarket to them and sell back to them after this whole period, right? In fact, that's what we did with digitalkit.org. When we actually put up this digitalkit.org website, we put it up within 24 hours. And to date, we got more than 200 or 300 plus, I think, leads from the page itself. All right, so there's something you can do as well. Give out free education, give out things for free, collect leads, and then follow up with them later on. I'm not saying I'm going to sell to you, but you can do that, right? Now, in fact, at Lead, we get creative. We're getting creative at Lead. Last year, we ran a online summit, a data science and marketing summit, where we invited key people from different types of industries and startups to come together to speak. And this is a fully digital summit where people watch the videos, where people watch the content online. Now, in this moment, we're getting creative. So what can we do? Can we take this content from last year and offer it to people at a discounted rate? We can do that, right? So you can get creative and to look at different ways to monetize and get in some cash flow, right? The one thing they shouldn't do right now is to start blaming people, right? I know things are hard, things are slow, but stop blaming people, right? Do something for yourself. I'm sure you can do something for yourself today. And if you're a physical business, again, like I said earlier, you have existing clients. Your database is basically your sales base, right? And it's all about value. What can you do for your customers? And how do you do it for them, basically, right? Okay, so let's go into landing page. Now, I've talked a lot about landing page, and I also mentioned that today we're going to start building a landing page and sales page. Now, what is a landing page? Basically, a landing page is different from a website, where a landing page is a single web page designed to drive visitors for a single action, to take a single action. Now, example of a great and good landing page, Netflix. You all watch Netflix, right? Who doesn't watch Netflix here today? Can I see some no's in the chat? You don't watch Netflix, you don't know what Netflix is. No. Okay. So Netflix is, if you don't know Netflix, yeah, Netflix is, of course, online video streaming platform, right? And basically, this is their landing page. It's effective because if you look at the landing page right here, right? If you look at this one, let me just draw this one here. There's nothing you can do except to click on this big button here. Nothing else you can do, right? All you can do is just click on this big button and get started, or click here, sign in, right? Why don't they put an About Us page? Hey, we are Netflix, the biggest company in the world for web streaming. They don't do that. They have no time to do it because nobody wants that, right? People want to get the main benefit immediately. So that's a landing page. A landing page is designed to drive visitors to take a single action. In Netflix example, I want you to click on this button and get started. That's what I want to do in Netflix, right? Now, the problem with a lot of business owners is they come up with a beautiful website, right? That has 1,000 buttons there, right? And nobody knows where to go, right? So the problem is when you build sites on landing page, think of things like Netflix. How do you create a page that is designed your visitors or your readers to take a single action? Now, that's a landing page, and that's going to be effective for people, all right? Now, this is another example of a landing page. This is, if you land on this page, what can you do? Nothing else. You can probably see let's see how to do this. Okay, you can probably see like this thing in the middle, right? And click on this thing. Let's do this, right? Maybe you want to click on the pricing to see the pricing block or login, but you can see it's so small. And the biggest thing on the screen is this. So this is what we call a landing page. A landing page is designed to get users, to get visitors to do a single thing, one thing only. And the one thing is tied to your goal. Do you want to collect leads? Do you want to sell something? Do you want to create engagements? It's up to you and your business goals as well. Another example, I know a lot of you uses Dropbox as well. Now, Dropbox has also a great landing page. When you come on this page here, what can you do, right? Do you read about Dropbox? No, you basically sign up and get started immediately, right? So that's what the landing page is. Now, we also build landing pages. So this is one of our landing pages. So they can basically just go and click on that button right now, right? Nothing else, no distractions. So landing pages are effective because there's nothing else a visitor can do. They cannot click on the menu bars. They cannot click on something else here and there. They don't get distracted. It skips all the nonsense that nobody cares about, and it offers an instant benefit or desire and drive people to one single goal only. And today, you're going to build a landing page right now. All right. And in fact, Google page is one seriously good landing page. When you go to google.com, if you're on your desktop, go ahead. Google.com, what do you see? Only one thing to do, nothing else. All right. Now, some of you are going to say, why not build a website? Some people tell me to build a website these days. I need to build a website during this MCO period, right? Now, I'm not saying that website is bad. You should actually build a website eventually, but building a website takes time, right? And I understand a lot of business owners need cash right now. You tied down, right? Things are getting tighter and tighter. You need cash right now. You have no time or luxury to go on with a full-fledged website. Again, I'm not saying a website is bad, but I'm talking about speed here, all right? And a website has no focus. It's like a flyer. If I take my website and give you a website, you're going to say, what is this for, right? It's a flyer. Nobody wants to see a flyer. People want people to tell them what to do, all right? So we can leave websites for later. We don't need websites right now. Okay, I see someone drawing on the screen. Can I clear that? Okay, so leave websites for later. We're going to focus on building a sales page landing page right now. And some of you will say, oh, do I really have to build a landing page? Do I really have to build a website? Can I just post something on Facebook and sell immediately? Yeah, you can, right? You can do that. But the problem with Facebook is that people on Facebook are not looking to buy, right? Most people on Facebook, they are super bored. They just go to Facebook to scroll on things and pass their time. They're stuck at home. What else can they do? Go to Facebook, see what their friends are doing, see what their friends are cooking, see what they can comment on and share on. And that's what they're doing, right? But people don't go to Facebook looking to buy things, right? When they buy something, they normally buy it outside of Facebook. And I'm sure all of you experience that as well, right? And when you go on Facebook, especially like the guys, you get distracted by attractive photos, right? The ladies, you also get distracted by attractive photos on Facebook. So there's a lot of distractions on Facebook, right? And how often can you post stuff like that? I'm sure you've seen this. If you're a marketer, you probably come across stuff like this. Want to learn how to bring a business online in 4 days? Comment down here and I'll send it to you. You can do that. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but how often can you do that? And how many times can you do that over and over again, right? Okay, so digitalkid.org is in fact a landing page. So when you sign up for this training, you went to this landing page, you click on that big button there, the yellow button, something pops up, and you put in your email, right? So that's a landing page. And basically with this quick landing page, with this quick little action here, we've collected a lot of leads, in fact, right? We're not selling to you, but I'm just telling you that we have collected a lot of leads. This was a screenshot yesterday when I was preparing my presentation here. So we had at peak, a 97 conversion rate. What that means for people who do not know is that out of, you can see the numbers here, the numbers, oops. So we have a number here. Can I see that? The 341. Now out of 341 views we get on our page, we got a 332 conversion, and that gives us a 97% conversion rate. Now that is unheard of if it comes to websites. A website can never get that kind of conversion rate on a page, right? So out of 341 people who visited the page, we got 332 people who click on that button and sign up for this training today. So this is the power of a landing page or sales page. Whether you're collecting leads, whether you're selling something, you would expect to see a higher conversion rate when it comes to building a sales page and landing page because it's so focused, yeah? Anyway, this was taken yesterday. The numbers are much higher. Of course, to be fair, we also posted a few Facebook posts that directed people to the landing page. When you have a landing page, it's not good enough to just have a good landing page, right? You would have to direct people to the landing page itself. So what we did is we posted things like some Facebook posts. So I started putting out a post like this on Facebook, right? And say, hey, since the MCO is extended, I know a lot of business owners are going to have to go online and, hey, join me on this training. And this is a link that goes straight into that landing page that you sign up for. That's how it works, right? I also posted out a video, and you can see the link here. It leads straight into the landing page again, right? the conversion is done on the landing page. It's not done on Facebook, right? Facebook is just a way I pull in people, right? And of course, we also got some mentions from people who begin mentioning about this post, the initiative you're doing. And if your offer is great, right? If your offer, if whatever you have to offer to your people is great, naturally you'll see people coming to your landing page and signing for it. All right, let's move on. So we're going to build your landing page, and I'll give you one strategy to build a landing page. So like I said earlier, building a landing page itself is not going to be good enough. You would have to make it powerful, right? So how do you build a great landing page? I'm going to give you one strategy today. And in fact, you should put this strategy on your existing business as well. If you have a website today, relook your website and see what you can do to improve it using this strategy. So landing page strategy that we use a lot is called the AIDA or AIDA framework, right? So it's A, I, D, and A. So the A, the first one A, stands for, let me just draw this again. I love drawing. The first A stands for attention. So on your landing page, imagine yourself coming to a landing page. How do you get attention from people? That's A, right? First, you're gonna get attention from people. Now, some AIDA frameworks, if you Google the AIDA framework, you'll see that the A stands for awareness, but I like to think of it as attention. Yeah. So how do you get the attention of people, of your readers first? Then once you get the attention, you build up interest. Okay. Once you build up interest, you build up a desire. And lastly, you say, hey, click on this button, click on that button to sign up, click on this button to pay right now. So basically, you have 4 stages to a landing page, an effective one that converts very well. The most important part of this piece, of this puzzle, is the A portion, attention. I'm going to give you some quick examples, and I'm going to walk you through before we go into building this landing page practically. Yeah. All right, if you have questions, let's put it down in the chat section. I'll be happy to take on a few Q&A as we go through, and then we will leave the majority of the Q&A at the end of the whole session, all right? Okay, so let's talk about, let me just place this down in case you forget, yeah? AIDA. So the first one, attention. So how do you get attention from your readers or your visitors who visits your landing page or your sales page, right? The first one will be attention. So attention means you want to grab attention. And I have 2 steps for you here today. So to grab attention, first, you want to grab your reader's attention. And number 2, you paint the dream of what life will look like with your reader's problem solved. So imagine today you're building your own sales page. Yeah. Now we have a Facebook advertising course online. So we don't call it the Facebook advertising course. On this page, when you visit the page, we say, turn your wasted Facebook ad budgets into profits. Now we grab the reader's attention using this headline here. So I want you to think of it for your own business as well. What can you actually create as a headline that grabs your user's attention? Now maybe you won't actually resonate with this title because you're not my target audience, but for someone who has been wasting their ad budgets on Facebook, when they read this, they're going to be like, okay, how can I turn this into profits? This speaks about me. All right. And number 2, you paint the dream of what life would look like with your reader's problem solved. So that's here. If you can see that, I've mentioned, what if all your Facebook ads can turn or become profitable? That's great, right? So depending on your business right now, think about the 2 headline, the one headline and the second sub headline that you can create for a landing page. Just mentally think about it. What can you do to grab your user's attention, right? And then paint what their life would look like with their problem solved. All right. If you're in a gym business, for example, you can say, lose weight, lose 5 kilos in 3 weeks during the MCO, right? You grab their attention and what life would look like if their problem is solved. I don't know. Think about it, right? So depending on your business, think about the headline and also the sub-headline that you can put for your landing page itself. It's going to be very powerful for landing page building later on. All right, I'm going to move on. So that's attention, right? So the A stands for attention. This is your framework. Number 2 is interest. All right, how do you create interest? Now, when your visitors read about your attention, when they get attention to your page itself, the next thing you're going to do is they're going to get, oh, why should I care about this? This is attractive, but why should I care? Why is this so important for me? So I've also another 2 steps for you here. So when you're building interest on your landing page itself, you're going to do 2 things, right? First, describe the pain that your readers is going through right now. And number 2, describe what they have tried before to fix the problem and why it hasn't worked, right? So if you're a gym business, you can, in the bottom part of your landing page, you can say, now, I know it's going to be hard for you to keep fit and work out at home. Maybe you have tried some home workouts, but you keep on getting fatter and fatter. That could be one, right? So you want to describe the pain your readers is going through and describe what they have tried to fix before and why it hasn't worked before. So that's one of the formulas that we put for landing pages. So that's how you build interest. This is how you suck the reader into reading your landing page, right? So in this example here, the first one I said, okay, let me just put this on, right? So in here, I've mentioned, you have tried, right? But none of your ad campaigns was ever profitable, right? So I'm describing that pain. Facebook ads cost seems to be getting higher and higher, and your customers do not seem to be converting at all, right? This is the pain where my readers are having. Their ads are not working, right? And then I describe what they have tried to do before and why it hasn't worked. Now, the problem is not the hack you don't know about. The reason why your Facebook ads is not working is because you spend too much time on optimizing it without a strategy in place. So 2 things here. When you build interest, you always want to talk about their pain, all right? And talk about what they have tried to do before and why it hasn't worked. Now, this is very powerful because when you do this to your target audiences, they get sucked into your landing page and they start reading like how they would in their own situation. All right, this is really, really important. All right, so that's interest. Let me just type this down. So first you build attention and then you build interest. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to build desire, right? And you want your customers to think, oh my God, I got to have this right now. This is the exact product or the exact service that I need right now. So 2 steps again. 1, to build desire on your landing page, you want to introduce the solution that you're offering. What are you offering? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it something I can buy? Is it something that I consume online? What is it, right? Number 2, you overcome the objection of why they cannot achieve the dream. So, for example, if you're a gym business who is offering, let's say, online coaching, right? So you introduce a solution and say, hey, this is an online coaching program that's going to be designed to take you to lose 5 kgs by the end of the movement control order. Then you overcome their objection. Now, I know you're skeptical about online training, but we have done this before, and look at some of our past clients who have seen changes without having to pay for a gym membership, and they have exercised from home, for example. So 2 things here: introduce a solution, and second, overcome the objection of why they cannot achieve the dream. So for example, in our landing page, what we do is we introduce a solution. So what we do is say, hey, in Facebook Ad Dive course, it's a course that you will learn through tested and proven Facebook advertising techniques that we tested ourselves. And in fact, today still use and lead, right? And then we overcome their objections. I've not pasted the objection part here, but it's down here somewhere, right? Why do they think that they can't actually achieve this dream? We've pushed it out. So they'll feel like, oh, this person who have built this landing page is talking precisely to me. And this builds desire in them. All right? Okay, I'm going to leave this on here. This is going to be desire. All right? So we have attention, interest, desire. Now the last thing is call for action. Now this is really important in digital marketing or doing anything online. You have to call for action. Never assume a reader or an audience know what to do. They have to be told what to do. And that's why online you see all sorts of big buttons here. Buy now, click here, join here, go here. Those are things that tell people what to do. You have to click on this button right now. Click on this button. People have to be told what to do. They do not know what to do unless you tell them what to do. So in this example, you can see that I have buttons here. I have buttons here. Join now, join Facebook Ad Dive now. Change your life right now, or whichever day you want to do. All right. So the last one is simple. It's basically taking action. How do you get your visitors to take action and get them to do something immediately? All right. All right. So take a look at Netflix landing page again. Can you spot their AIDA framework in action? If you're on desktop right now, just go to netflix.com, look at their landing page. Can you spot their AIDA framework? So the first thing of all, you can see here is within the first page here, let me just change this to a different color. Yeah, action, right? Action is try right now, right? Action is try right now. The attention is this one here. Sorry for the thunder outside. Anyway, the attention is here. Unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. Wow, perfect for me during the movement control order. Unlimited movies, that's attention, right? Why don't Netflix come out and say, hey, we are the largest video streaming service online? Nobody cares about that. People care about what's in it for them, not about their company. Nobody cares about Netflix anyway, right? They care about what's the benefit in it for them. So that's the same thing you should do for your customers as well. Cancel anytime, that's a great one, right? Cancel anytime. So I know as a user, oh, I can cancel anytime, I won't get charged forever. This is safe, right? So that's attention. Now let's look at the next one here. Just squeeze this off here. Get my drawings. Okay, let's look at the next page. So that's attention. Now, interest is where you see here, right? We have, hey, enjoy this on your TV, right? Don't have a TV? Fine. Enjoy it on your mobile phone and watch on the go. Hey, that's interesting, right? I can enjoy this any single where, right? So this creates desire as well. This creates desire. Oh, I want to watch this movie. I want to watch this movie. This is one of the latest big thing in Malaysia, for example. So this creates desire. I have to have this right now, right? And you create desire this way. So Netflix does that very well. There's a few more things here. When people scroll down to read more about Netflix and what's the terms, then they see things like this, right? They see things like, oh, how do I cancel? Now, this is a very big point. Netflix is flexible. There's no pesky contracts. There's no commitments. You can cancel anytime and in just 2 clicks. So I feel safe right now, okay? I feel safe. And what I do next is I take action. So how do you take action? Now, if you look at Netflix, you'll notice that call to actions is huge. Where do you see that? The big button here, the red one is so you can't miss that button here. So this is the thing that you see, right? Big buttons on the landing page itself. And the problem with a lot of website owners and business owners is that they design their website so beautifully, but they lose out on the call to action. Their call to action is very small. The contact form is like somewhere away. People have to click like 3-4 times to find a contact. The contact number very small. Why do you do that, right? You want people to take action immediately. You got to put it big, make it red, make it pop out. So that's action. All right, so that's basically your strategy landing page. Now remember that it's called AIDA. Put that in your head. This comes into everything you do. Landing page, sales page, copywriting, ads as well, everything that you do. Okay, so before we go on to the tools and before we go on to the practical parts of this session, is there any questions that you'd like to ask before we go on next one? I'm going to stop here for about 1 minute before we go next. Okay, so I think everyone is fine. Let me just continue next. If you have questions, put them down in the chat section. I'll be happy to help you from there. Okay, now there's a bit of a thunder out there, but I hope that won't bother you too badly. Okay, can this AIDA or AIDA, let's call it AIDA, yeah? Can this AIDA be applicable to every field? Yes, it's applicable to every field because AIDA works towards a human psychology effect, right? Every humans want to be what has attention, right? When you go to Facebook, you get your attention focused on a few things that you choose to. So it works on people. And in every field, there's people involved, and therefore I believe this works for people as well. Okay. Could we have AIDA in one landing page? Yes, the AIDA is basically on one landing page itself, right? The most important part of this framework is the attention part. How do you grab the attention of your visitors? Okay, if website isn't a good platform for immediate solution, where shall we create a landing page then? This is what I'm going to show you and what I'm going to do practically as well today. Yeah. All right, so let me continue. If you have more questions keep on coming, I'll be happy to answer them later on and to help you. Yeah, this is a discussion. I know that now it's a one-way discussion thing, but later on, let's open up the mic for everybody to speak as well. All right, so the tools we're going to use today. Now, there are tons of tools you can use online today. All right, you can use WordPress. You can use builders like Elementor or Divi. In fact, the landing page that you sign up for, digitalkit.org, is built using WordPress and Divi. Let me just type this down so you don't miss it. Yeah. So digitalkit.org, digitalkit.org is built using WordPress plus Divi Builder. You can look that up. WordPress is free. Divi Builder is a paid software, and we have the builder. But yeah, if you want to build with WordPress, it's fine, but I believe it'll take more time for you to build if you don't have technical expertise or if you've not done this before. All right, WordPress is free. Yeah, you just have to pay for hosting. WordPress is an open source program. All right, or you can also use landing page builders, and this will cost you a bit of money, right? For example, Instapage. Instapage is now quite expensive. I think it's about $199 a month, I think. So I probably won't recommend you to do that. Or you can use something like Wix.com. I know a lot of website developers here will say, Ruben, don't ask them to use Wix. Wix is very basic. But hey, it doesn't get online, right? You can always start small and then scale up later on. Don't worry about the platform, or don't worry about using Wix or using this and that. You can use something small, just get started immediately, right? Okay, so I know some of you also are interested and you know things like Shopify, and you say that, we can just go on Shopify. But in fact, today you don't even need Shopify. The reason with that is because Shopify is an e-commerce platform, and I'm not saying it's bad, but the problem with Shopify is that it's not focused. When you go to a Shopify website, there are like tens of products out there. There are 20 products out there. Which one do you buy? It's not focused again. Remember, we talked about focus and attention, right? So the thing about Shopify is not focused. It's great for established brands, but if you want fast sales, if you want fast things to happen, it's not going to give you that kind of conversion, all right? And if you go into Shopify, it will take time to build as well. You have to put in that product listing here and all that. Of course, there are people who can do this very fast, but if you're new to this, it's going to take you some time as well to build a Shopify store. And again, it's expensive. So for this reason, right? For this reason, I'm going to choose a software for you today. And my last two words of advice here is you don't need to have everything figured out to start online. In fact, you can use Facebook to start, right? If you can sell on Facebook, that's fine. You don't have to build a website. You don't even have to build a sales page. But if you want to take this to the next level, then I recommend you to go for a site, a landing page, a sales page kind of site. All right? So let's launch your landing page today. I'm going to go into the practical parts of this right now. And for this reason, we're going to use MailChimp.com. All right, I know not many people use MailChimp.com, and most people who use this platform is using it for email marketing. And in fact, MailChimp started off as an email marketing software. But right now, they already have things like a landing page builder, they have a website builder, and a lot of things. And basically, when you use a software like MailChimp, you combine everything into a marketing platform. You have your landing page, you have your email automations, you have your opt-ins, you have everything in one, right? Again, this is not the best, but I believe this is one of the fastest and one of the quickest they can do and build a landing page today in the market right now. All right. Now, I know there's some technical questions. Don't worry, I'll answer that. So the reason why I chose MailChimp is not because it's the best in the market, but it's because you need to move fast right now. I know businesses need money right now. You need cash right now, right? So you want to launch your landing page fast and get the sales or get the leads rolling in fast right now. And one more thing, MailChimp is free for you to start. So I know that everyone is strapped for cash again, and you probably want to save up some bucks on your landing page builder, your site builder and all that. You can start with MailChimp for free. Now, of course, right? Of course, you would have to pay something as you scale up with more audiences and that. But to start off with right now, you can build a landing page. You can start sending emails for free. That's great, right? So let's go and build MailChimp. But before I go there, I'll just answer some questions that I see here, yeah? Okay, so let's see what questions I have here. Wix.com is fine. Wix.com is great. You can start off with that. If you use it, if you're familiar with it, go ahead, no problem. .org and .io is quite expensive domain name, and there's a bunch of free domain names. Any opinion if you build page for startup like .ml, .tk, and QA. Now, when it comes to buying domains, it's like your address online, yeah? So like, for example, www.rubenchen.com or something like that. That's a domain name. Now, when you buy domain names, I only recommend you to buy 3 types of extensions: a .com, a .net, or .org. These are the 3 most valuable domain names. Anything other than that, do not buy, unless you have no choice. Now, I know that the lead is the lead.io. That's not intended, but we don't have other choice. Okay. Now, the reason why .com, .net, and .org is the most valuable, I've got 2 reasons for you today. One is because it ranks much higher. When I say ranks, means when someone searches for your site, it ranks much higher on the Google search engine. All right. And number 2, when it's time to sell your business, you can fetch a higher price for that domain. Okay. Okay. Dr. Lau bought too late. .com.my that's a good question. .com.my. Now, .com.my is great if your business is focused in Malaysia. So I'll give you a quick example, right? So 2 months ago, I was speaking to a friend. This friend is also from the T-Life group of companies, yeah, the Loop company. And he wanted to start I don't know whether it's here or not. He wanted to start an online Wagyu beef e-commerce store. So at that time, we had, how do we spell Wagyu? Wagyu not mine. At the time when we checked, we had wagyu.my, which is great because if you're focusing your business in Malaysia, then a .com.my or .my would be valuable for you. Okay? But other than that, .com, .org, and .net. No more than other than, right? Don't get IO. IO is expensive, and yet you lose a lot on the rankings as well. Thanks, Julian, for sending that. That's great. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. If I do answer the questions, please ask me again before we go on to late on this session. Okay, so I'm going to go into MailChimp and build this. Yeah. So let me just share my screen again. I'm going to share my desktop so you can see every single thing on my desktop right now. Yeah, don't worry, I've got nothing to hide. All right, so this is my desktop and I'm MailChimp.com. I'm going to send you that quick link and we are going to actually build a site right now. Right now on this point of moment, okay? We're going to do this live and I'm going to walk you through every single process of building it right now. And we're going to take this like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to build this. Really, really simple. So everyone can see my screen right now? Okay, so MailChimp again is an email marketing software. Now, through the years, it has become very, very, very powerful, as in it offers you email segmentations and all that kind of stuff that is going to be useful for marketing automation and also building online sales pages, right? So if you're new to this, I'm going to sign up for free. And let's say I give them so I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, yeah? So I just created an email just for this purpose. It's called Training of Cat Insights. Let's say Ruben Training. Then I'm going to create a quick password that obviously you wouldn't want to know. Okay, so go and create yourself an account. I've just done this. I'm walking you through. Again, if you are moving too fast, you can watch this training again after we've recorded it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my email account right now and look for the email because I have to activate this email, right? Okay, so I got the email link. I'm going to activate my account and I have to confirm that I'm human, so I'm not a robot. Simple, yeah? If I'm moving too fast, let me know, I'll slow down. Okay, so once you're inside here, you'll see that we have a few plans. You don't have to go for the premium plan. Even us at Lead, we do not go for the premium plan. We are on the standard plan, right? But you can go for the current free plan. The current free plan gives you up to 2,000 contacts maximum, which is enough for you throughout this period, right? And if you have to scale later on, you can scale later on, no worries. But this gives you a lot of features to start building immediately. So once you're done here, just click on the free section and click on complete. And that's about it. You've got an account. So let's say my name is Ruben Cheng. Okay, continue. Now tell us our business. So let's say I like to use the example of gym businesses because I love fitness. So let's say I'm a gym buff boys, right? I'm a gym buff boys, and today I do not have a website yet. I'm going to continue. Okay, add address. I'm going to add my office address so you cannot see my other addresses. So simple, you just have to sign up for these things, continue. Do you have any contacts? Now this is for you to upload your audience list to MailChimp so you can begin to actually send emails to your customers. If you do not have, it's fine. Click no and continue, right? You can connect your social media as well. You don't have to at this point, continue. All right, and they'll ask you to say, hey, let's find your marketing path. You don't have to do this. Basically, this is an automated sort of like setup wizard that helps you to set up things on your account, but you don't have to do this right now. So I'm going to click on not right now. All right, so account's ready. Let's go. Simple as that. All right. All right, so we are here within MailChimp's dashboard. Okay, so MailChimp, again, like I mentioned earlier, is an email marketing software initially. So you see that from your top here, we have create, campaigns, automate, audience, and brands. Now, very briefly, the two main things you're going to look at today is create and campaigns. So when you go and click on create, you can see that you can create an email to send to a database, like how I send you emails for this training. You can create ads on Facebook. You don't have to do that. And you can see that we have website and also landing page. All right. So if you're already signed up within MailChimp, what I want you to do is click on landing page. All right, landing page. Okay, simple enough. All right, so landing page, this enables you to build a landing page within 10-15 minutes tops. So let's say I'm a gym business, the Gym Buff Boys, and during this movement control order, I want to sell maybe online coaching. Okay, so limited online coaching. All right, let me just put it down, a page title name, coaching by the Gym Buff Boys, Sendram Berhad. This is fictional. If I accidentally quoted someone's name, please forgive me, but this is fictional, yeah? So Gym Buff Boys, that will do. All right, click on begin. Really simple. Okay, so now we have a few templates that we can start building a site with, right? Now, there's no problem with templates again. Like I said earlier, we are focused on speed right now, and we want to get to speed fast. We're going to get your business online fast. And we're going to build a sales page, not a website right now. The website can wait for later on, okay? So I'm going to choose maybe one of these. For example, I'm going to choose the first template. You can build it from scratch as well, but I'm a bit lazy. So I'm going to build a landing page from a template. Again, templates are no problem. What's going to be effective and what's going to make your landing page powerful is your ADA framework within your landing page and your offer. Your offer has to be great. Don't worry too much about the platform or the framework, about the platform or what software you use. What's important is the offer that you want to give your users. Okay, so I'm here. For example, I'm in a gym business, right? So let me change some of the things here. So this from here, what you're going to do is you're going to change and put in your ADA framework inside the landing page. And it's really simple. So for example, let me just delete off this page here. And to put in the text, all you have to do is just take these blocks on the right, click, and drag it on top. All right. Now to edit this, you can see this thing coming up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, now what can we say? Okay, I'm going to give you a quick example, yeah? So like earlier, lose 5 kgs in 3 weeks from home. All right, I'm going to put it in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to give it some nice font here. So let me just bump up this font a bit. Put it maybe this font. Put it up to a big font. Bold it up. All right, that's fine. Now, don't worry too much about the fonts. Don't worry too much about the color. Don't worry too much about all these things. What you really want to focus on is your offer. All right. Now, I'm not a gym person, but this could be something that I want to do. All right. Lose 5 kgs in 3 weeks from home. So remember, the first thing you need to get is attention. How do you get attention from your visitors or your readers reading this page, right? If your readers are someone who wants to lose 5 kgs in 3 weeks from home, then this is going to be a great attention grabber for them. Okay. Now, paint the life, what life looks for them if they have that problem solved. Okay. So maybe during this MCO period, they would have this problem of not having access to gyms, right? So for example, I can say get customize, or maybe change customize workout plans and routines sent to you every day throughout the movement control order period. Okay, simple enough. If you have questions, just put them down. I'll just answer you. Okay. Now, so we have something like this, right? So one next thing I'm going to do is you want to just replace the picture here. Of course, please use your own picture. Please use an attractive photo. Don't go and search for Google. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to search for a photo, but this is actually illegal, yeah? So let's say home workout image. Okay, so use an attractive photo, and best of all, please use your own photo. Photo sells a lot, and a picture tells 1,000 words. So I'm going to take a photo of this lady here. She looks attractive. Okay, don't do this. Yeah, I'm just doing this because I want to move fast. So I'm going to save this image as something on my desktop. Home workout. Desktop. Okay. I'm going to go back to my landing page. And right now, to change the background image, I'm going to click on this image down here. You can see that there, right? And then upload. And it's really simple. We're going to upload the home workout picture here. All right. Thanks, Julian, for sending that. You can use, of course, please use stock photos if you can on unsplash.com or Pixabay. Those are great places to go for stock photos. But one thing to note, yeah, try to avoid using stock photos, because when you use stock photos, it looks unbelievable, right? If I'm selling you a program to work out at home on my landing page, and you see an image of an expat, but you know I'm an Asian, Malaysian, would you believe me? Right? So use natural photos. And that's why if you go to places like outside, you will notice that we use our images, our photos. Now, these are all us, right? These are our students. We don't use stock photos because stock photos are overrated, right? Use your own photos. Your own photos sells much, much better than stock photos. People are sick of stock photos, okay? Anyway, just to skip past, yep, we can do this. And then what we can do is we can, okay, I'm going to save and close this. Now, I know the color here is not working very well, like as we have white against the background, but that's fine. I think we can always tweak that later on. Okay, so once you created your front page and grab the attention of people, in fact, you can put this bigger. For example, we're going to bump this up bigger, let them read big, right? Go big or go home. 56, lose 5 kg or even bigger. Lose 5 kg in 3 weeks from home. Wow, right? Let's see. So shout out to your readers, grab their attention, okay? And then go down here. This is where you start building interest, right? Nobody cares about your story unless you have a good story. So come up with a good interest, right? So an interest could be something like, let's see, let me see, yeah? So probably we can change this to like, get fitter. Sorry, let me just change that. Get fitter, staying at home. Now, do this for your own business, yeah? I'm doing this for an example. Just a quick one to show you how I built this, okay? And give you some quick pointers here and there. So, get fitter, staying at home. I can turn this to the left, all right? Now, when it comes to website design, I'm not a website design professional, but what I know is that people read words from left to right. When you read a book, you read it from left to right, right? You don't read it from the middle. So when it comes to website design, when it comes to landing pages, if you are in doubt, always align your text to the left because that's natural for people. All right. Yes, we have to consider the copyright issues for taking image from other sites and put a disclaimer on the page. Now, like I said earlier, the best thing is to use an image that comes from yourself to avoid all the problems, and that itself also gives people more legitimacy. Okay, so get fitter staying at home. Let me just change this copy here. You don't need expensive or dangerous, let's say, yeah, dangerous gym equipments to stay fit. In fact, most of our students who see results have never signed up for a gym membership. Okay, now keep it simple. Don't worry about the fonts, don't worry about this and that. What you want to do is go fast, right? And then what we can do is can put in an image, for example. Okay, maybe somewhere around here. This can be image of your maybe your students or people who have done this. I've also got another page, another image here. So I'm going to put this down here. Just to give you a quick example, okay? I don't know who this is. This again, I'm infringing copyright right now, but I'm doing this to show you how we can do this simple. All right. So let's say you don't need expensive or dangerous gym equipment. In fact, most of our students who see results have never signed up for a gym membership. Now check out Jake here. So I can put here and see. Check out Jake. Oh, this is Jake. Jake. How old is Jake? Jake is 23 years old. 24 years old. 24 years old. Who took this online program for 6 months. Or maybe less than that. Maybe let's make it more exciting. 3 months, right? 3 months. There we go. All right, so now we have a nice attention here. We have designed a quick interest. Get fitter staying at home. You don't need sell them why. And then you create desire, hear from our customers, yada, yada. And then a call to action. Now, call to action has to be very big and has to be attractive, like this button here. We can always change it to something more attractive. So for example, let's say my style button here, I want to change. You just have to click on the button, all right? And then choose a button text. So your call to action maybe can be, get into the program now. Okay, and it can be a different color. For example, I'm going to give it maybe a red color, something like Netflix or that. Yeah, you can never miss that button right now, never. Okay, and then we have it, lose 5 kgs from trees from home, get into the program right now. Now, of course, you want to take time to actually design the whole page. I'm strapped for time right now, so I'm just going to leave this page as it is. But of course, it's really simple. As I've shown you, you can put in your tags, box tags, and you can use any of these elements here to start putting up things. In fact, if you want a sign up form right here, you can as well. You can just drop a block right there. And you can say whichever, right? I'm going to delete that. Or you can put in different things. You can even put in a video. So it's really simple to build a landing page right now. You can do this within half an hour, drag and drop stuff. Okay. So let's say you have done with this, you have created your landing page, and now you're ready to launch. I know I've just done very quickly, but let's get ready to launch right now. All you do is click on Save and Close. It's down here. Okay. And what you want to do right now is to put in the page title. So I'm going to put in the same title as this, add a page title. So save that. And then we're going to put in a staging URL. Now, this URL is going to look really ugly right now. We are going to talk about using a custom domain later on. But right now, I'm just going to generate a quick domain name for you to push this out on your network or Facebook or to market it out to your audience. So I'm going to put in like maybe online coaching or something like that. All right? We're going to use this staging link just as an example for you to push out to your audience. Okay? So we have chose that. Once we're happy with this, click on Publish. And that's it. You have successfully created your first landing page online. So now we have this landing page here. Click on this one, and we can see that we have our landing page here. Okay, there you go. This is a great landing page, right? Lose 5 kgs in 3 weeks from home. Of course, we can improve this picture with our own picture, right? Come down here and then see some quick examples. And one very important thing is that this page is mobile responsive. Now, the fact is, everybody today logs on websites, and even this call itself, I'm sure a good half of you are on mobile phones, right? So it has to be on a mobile-friendly platform. And the thing about this is it's mobile-friendly. If you inspect this and look at it as a mobile view, you can see that it's immediately mobile-friendly for phones as well. See that? So you don't have to meddle with all these codes. You don't have to meddle with development. You just put out what you want and you have it, right? Now, where do you put a payment button? I know you have questions. Now, how do we get payments, right? Now, this is exciting. How do we sell now? Huh? How do you sell now? It's really simple, right? You just put your payment button into this red button here, all right? In fact, I'm going to show you this right now, okay? So the simplest way of collecting a payment online is to use either a COD method where you click on it, it goes to a Google form somewhere, and then they fill up, and then you collect payment later on. Or if you want something fast, right, you use PayPal. PayPal is one of the fastest. So I'm sure some of you have PayPal accounts. I'm not going to go through PayPal payment gateways today. I'm going to go through this tomorrow, but I'm going to show you something really quick and something you can do today as well. So let's say you already have PayPal. Now, PayPal has this function or platform called PayPal Me, I believe. Yeah, PayPal Me. Right, let me just paste it all to you. All right, so PayPal Me, right? Now, if you have a PayPal account, PayPal.me is a site where you can collect payments and you can specify a payment as well. So let me show you a quick hack of doing this. All right, let me go to my PayPal Me. Okay, yeah, let me log in. My account has no money right now, so it's fine. Okay, so right now you can see that I have my link here, right? PayPalme.automaton.com. So what we're going to do is, with PayPal Me, when you click on that link here, right? Let me show you this, yeah? When you click on a link, put it up on the URL, put a trailing slash there, and put in an amount. It can be in MRR, it can be in USD, depending on how you set it up in PayPal. Let's say I put it as 100 USD, okay? Just put 100 behind. When someone clicks on this, he's gonna go and see a payment form that he can use or she can use to pay me immediately. So my users can come to this page, click on next, and then pay me with credit card or their PayPal account. Anyway, what we can do is we're gonna go back to the page campaign builder here, right? Oh, confetti. We're gonna go back to the campaigns and we're gonna put in this button into that landing page. All right, so you can start collecting payments. Now we are skipping really so fast right now. So we're gonna go into this page here, click on this one and click on edit, right? This, I'm editing my earlier landing page. What I'm gonna do right now is I come down here, click on edit design to go back to the page itself. So we are here back again, right? So your good question is, how do we collect payments right now? Okay, now very simple, just go to this big button here, click on edit, right? And you can see that we have 3 options here. The button text, which is get into the program now, right? Link to, instead of linking to email address, anchor link, or file, we just click on web address, and then the web address we put in this thing here, your PayPal, Automentor, whichever PayPal links you have, slash, and then your payment. Now, you can specify if you want to put it in RM, USD, Singapore dollars, whichever amount. PayPal is one of the fastest way to collect payments. The downside is you get charged a small percentage, I think about 3 to 4%, which is not much, to be honest. And the second thing is some people, they're not used to PayPal. So when they click on PayPal link, they'll feel like, how do I pay with PayPal? I don't have PayPal, right? But PayPal, you can actually collect using credit card. It's fine, right? And a lot of people don't know that. So maybe you have to tell your customers that no worries, you can pay through a PayPal payment gateway, but you can use a credit card for that. No worries, right? So we're going to save and close this, save and publish this, and that's it. Now our landing page is ready to collect payments. All right. So imagine you have this one here now, and someone comes to your page, reads about what you have to offer. It could be a product, it could be a service. It depends on your business. Yeah, what I've done here is just a quick example, but you build it for yourself. And when they click on this, where do they go? They go into your PayPal account to pay you money right now. All right, there you go, landing page in 15 minutes. So what you can do right now is take this one here, go to Facebook or go wherever, right? And say, hey, you know what? The MCO is giving me crazy ideas. I'm opening a new workout online coaching program to help all my students, now at 50% off. Okay, go here, paste that link here. But that's it. You have your landing page is ready, right? And you basically collect payments immediately. Now we have shortcut 4 days into one lesson itself today, right? And you can go and say, hey, you know what? We have built a landing page. This is something you can go. Of course, I've not changed the descriptions. You change that, yeah? But say, limited online coaching by the Gym Buff Boys. This is my new online business. Go and pay me right now. It's only open during MCO. Post this, post in your Facebook group, post in your WhatsApp, market this link out. And that's it. When someone comes into your landing page, where's my landing page? And they see a very compelling offer with the AIDA framework I've shown you. Attention, right? Interest, build desire, and then get and take action. You'll see sales coming in for you. All right, so I hope this helps. This is a very quick landing page builder. So yeah, if you have questions right now, put them down. I'm going to go through a few more things to get you started with your landing page. I'm going to stop here to catch my breath. 1 minute, ask questions. If you have anything, let me know. So you can sell anything, right? If you are a book publisher, for example, this guy sent me a book all the way from Italy, right? He can create a landing page with this book and say, hey, you know, in this MCO, I'm selling my books for, I don't know, off the market rate, 30% off, right? Put it up there and sell it right there. And use the landing page to sell it. Now, the reason I've shown you and the reason why I say landing page is going to be important is because a landing page gets people focused on what they have to offer. If you're offering on Facebook, people get distracted, right? But if they come to your landing page, they'll see the main point and nothing else they can do except click this red button here, right? That will increase your conversions. This can be great for sales managers, can be great for real estate agents. Okay, so for example, real estate agents do not have to sell anything. You can instead change this to collect someone's information. So for example, maybe you don't want to sell something. Maybe you want to actually collect emails, okay? So same thing, go and edit design. Get to the program right now, right? So instead of collecting a payment from here, what you can do is you can link it up to an email address, right? And when someone clicks on the email address, he would immediately link it or send an email to you, for example, right? If you don't want that, you can also change it to an opt-in form. So for example, let's say we don't want to collect payments. We want to collect a sign-up. Put in a sign-up form here, okay? And just collect email address, for example. Let's say I'll change to white. Join program for free now. Okay, and maybe we change that to red ourselves. Let's say we like red. We like that, oops, we like that beautiful red. Let's see how do we change that. Okay, background. Oops, not that. We're looking for the button color. There we go. This is the button color. No, not this one. Ah, there we go. Sorry for that. So the button here is white. The background can be, let's say, pink. All right. So let's say you want this. All you do is save and publish. Come back to your page in front here, refresh it, and then we have a quick email address. Of course, I've not designed it correctly, but lose 5 kgs in 3 weeks from home. If you're interested, get this. I want to go on this. I love this. and you have collected a new lead from a customer, a potential customer. Okay? Okay, let me answer some questions, and I'm going to go through more of the practical that I have for you here today. Okay, so PayPal is the most simple. Okay, how, if you want to put company account number, now you can get creative about this, yeah, and we're going to get a bit hacky right now. So we don't have to actually do a very polished gateway system right now. You don't have to do that. Like I said earlier, you don't have to have everything figured out. So for example, the button can lead to a Google Sheet as well. It can also lead to a Google form. You don't have to make it very beautiful right now. You have to worry more about the offer that you're giving to people. What can you offer to people? How can you help people this time? All right. So don't worry about that. PayPal is one of the simplest. For more payment gateways, we are going to talk about more payment gateways in tomorrow's session. So what are other things from PayPal, right? We can use Bill Please, we can use MoPay, we can use a COD kind of thing. So we're going to teach you that tomorrow, okay? So PayPal accepts payments via credit cards as well. Okay, could we use more options of the pricing category on PayPal? Yes, you can. You don't have to put it to 50, 100, or 180. You can change it to different things as well. So let me show you. So for example, okay, I'm going to go back to my campaigns here. And you don't have to actually use even number. You can use a different number as well. So PayPal Me is really interesting in the sense that you can do a lot of things with it. So instead of using I've changed the link. Anyway, let me just go get a link again. Okay, so instead of 100, right, you can change it to any amount you want. Let's say you are ambitious. You are selling something for 1997. That's fine as well. Oops, sorry. 1997. Just put a number behind and put it as a link, right? And immediately you can see that people can pay you whichever amount you ask them for. All right. Yeah, so more payment gateway, more heading. So choose one, yeah. The reason why you're choosing a landing page in the first place is also to simplify things. Yeah, we're choosing the options to tell people. Don't give them options, give them what they want and what they need, right? You know best what your customer needs, not they know, right? The customer is not always right. Okay, so this is how you build it. Now, there's a very good question earlier on where someone asked, hey, can we change the link to our own domain? Now, that's something that I want to show you next in this session, right? So I know that when you post up something like this, MailChimp.ee808/online coaching, that's going to look ugly. It's going to look bad on your branding, right? So how do we change that? You can change that with MailChimp, and it's really, really simple. Let me just close all of this. Leave this. Close this. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'll come back to Sheyong later. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our, we're going to save and close this one. We're going to go back to our MailChimp dashboard, okay? So again, the first two things you're going to do here is the create option and also the campaign option. So I've clicked on the campaign option, and under the campaign option, you can see that I have the landing page that I've built with that funny looking link, right? So what we can do is we're going to click on edit. We edit this, and then we can see that we have this URL, right? The URL options. So what we can do right now is we can edit URL. And you can see that we have this option of using a custom domain name, right? So what you can do is you can buy a domain name for yourself and then connect MailChimp with that domain name. I'm going to show you how to do it right now, very fast. So stay on here. Okay, so to buy domain names, you can use things like Namecheap, or even from our friends here like Exabytes. Let me just mention Exabytes since we have some Exabytes folks in here. All right, you can use Exabytes. You can use places like Namecheap to buy a domain name, right? So for example, let's me search for Gym Buff Boys domain name, for example, okay? So to search for a domain name, just go and put in Gym Buff Boys or something like .com. And let's hope and pray that we have our domain name. Click on search. Okay, so that's namecheap.com and Exabytes. So yeah, shout out to Exabytes, man. They're a great company, very ambitious one as well. Let me just put it down here so you can refer to them, yeah? Okay, so once you find a domain name, you can see, for example, I already can see that we have Gym Bath Boys, right? Gym Bath Boys is available, great. It only costs $888 per year. Again, take my advice, only buy .com, .org, or .net. You can see that we have a lot, like .xyz, .live, .uno, .me, .plug. Don't buy any of that. They are not only are they expensive, but they are not valuable. Not valuable as in one day when you decide to resell your site away, you won't be able to fetch a high price for it. Okay, so there's a lot of things, but stick to .com, .org, or .net. Unless you have no choice, then you can go for something else. Okay, now once you're done with this, click add to cart and just buy that domain. All right. Now I'm not going to actually buy this domain right now because I do not own this business right now. But again, it's just only $9 at the end of the day. $9 is how much? $9 is 40 ringgit. Now, if you can't spare 40 ringgit to start a site, I don't know what you can do. So just buy a domain name, buy a good domain name that is memorable. And then what we're going to do is going to connect it with MailChimp. Now, I have a domain name that I can use with MailChimp right now. So I'm going to show you how to do it. All right. Okay. So assuming that you have already bought your domain name, what you're going to do is to sign into your account. So I'm going to sign into my account. I'm going to show you the exact steps of doing this. Okay. So you can see in my example here, I have a few domains here. Of course, I'm not going to scroll down any further. You know, you'll see all my domains. So where are my domains? My domains are, can you see on the screen? My domains are this one, digitalkid.org. You can see that I bought this on Namecheap. I got this domain here, I got this domain here, I got this domain here, and more down there, right? So when you buy domains, you'll see your domains within your account like this, right? I won't show you most of my domains, of course. Okay, so what you're gonna do is once you have bought your domain, you're gonna click on this thing called manage. You'll see your domain there, yeah, depending on what you bought. You'll click on manage. So click on manage, and what's gonna happen is you come back to the behinds of the domains, right? You have domains, products, sharing, and advanced DNS. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go into the advanced DNS. Now, DNS stands for domain name server, right? In layman terms, it's basically an address book. When someone searches for or types in www.rubencheng.com, where does the address book takes you to? Which computer somewhere, which server? So a name is actually an address book. Okay, so we're going to click on advanced DNS. This can get a bit technical, but stay on with me. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to go back to MailChimp, all right? And I'm going to choose using a custom domain, all right? You can rewatch this video, don't worry about that. So connect a domain, and basically, you can see that you have the options of connecting a domain. We're going to choose that option. And let's say I'm going to park my landing page on a subdomain of my digitalkid.org, right? So I'm going to park this as Gym Bath Boys, gymbathboys.digitalkid.org. All right. What I've done there is I've using a subdomain because I've not bought a domain. If you get what I mean, I'm using a subdomain, a sub. That's why we have that dot behind here. Okay. If you have bought a domain, all you have to do is just put in your domain name like that, right? But because I'm using a subdomain, I'm going to put in Gym Bath Boys, assuming I'm using it, and then I'm going to click on submit. Now, when I submit this thing, MailChimp will give me this funny looking record, a text here, which I want to copy, all right? Then you're going to go back to your advanced DNS on MailChimp where you bought your domain name. If you bought it for exabytes, you go back to exabytes, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here under this thing called host records. Click on add new record, and we're going to add what we call a CNAME record. All right, that's what MailChimp has asked us to do, a CNAME. All right, so just follow the instructions. It's really simple. Go back to your advanced DNS, a CNAME. All right, the host would be your subdomain. So my subdomain was what? Gym Bath Boys, right? gymbathboys.digitalkit.org. So I'm creating a subdomain for this purpose of my landing page. And then in the target area, you want to put in this thing that MailChimp has given to you. So click on this one here and click on, before we that, okay, there's this thing called TTL. TTL stands for time to live. So how fast will this thing be pointed to the new domain, right? So I'm going to choose the fastest, maybe 5 minutes that they give me, or 1 minute. Hopefully I can show you this thing live right now today. If not, we have to wait sometimes 2 hours for this to happen, right? But I'm going to try to do this quite fast. And if we can show you this one, I can show you this today itself. Okay, so click on yes, and then you'll take some time to save it. Usually quite fast. Okay, I think my internet is lagging for a reason. Let me just, oh, there we go. So it's saved and that's all. So once it'll take a few minutes to a few hours for this to happen, but once it happens, right, you can go to your domain name, for example, gymbathboys.digitalkit.org or whichever domain you bought, and you can see the landing page appearing right on screen like that. All right. Okay, so right now we can't see anything yet because it haven't gone through yet. So I'm just going to copy this, and hopefully by the end of this session, I can show you this on the landing page itself. All right, so come back to here. Okay, so once we're happy with this, just click on connect. All right, you can see the domain verification will be starting. So you'll start a few minutes to a few hours for this to happen. And once that happens, when you visit this link, all right, when you visit this link, you'll be able to see your domain. All right. Okay, so there you go. It already has pointed already that fast. You see that? So what we can do now is we're going to go back to our domain name, go back to our campaigns up here. Okay. And right now, we're going to go back to our landing page. So I'm really excited because I can show you this right now. Edit this. All right. And then the URL, remember the URL. We're going to change this URL to our new domain name, custom domain name, gymbathboys.digitalkit.org. And let's say this is my online program. Okay, save it. And there you go. Promote this page or publish it. Let me see how to save it. Oh, it's published. Let me see if this works. And there you go. gymbathboys.digitalkit.org/online program, right? Now we have a landing page on our own domain name. Okay? So I've shown you how to build a landing page within less than an hour, a bit more than 15 minutes, but you get the idea. Now this is really powerful because if you're an online business today, do these exact steps, it's free, go online, start selling your products. Okay? I'm going to stop here 1 minute for any questions you may have, and then we can open up for Q&A after this. All right. So in tomorrow's session, we're going to go through a few more advanced things of actually playing around the landing page, putting in more features, and connecting it with a payment gateway. And we'll talk about a bit of pricing as well. So how do we create an attractive pricing, right? So some pricing strategy as well for your landing page itself. All right. So ask the questions right now. I'm going to answer them. Okay, so what to put in host if we're not using subdomain? Now that's a good question, yeah? Now you will notice that in MailChimp, right? Let me just go and edit the URL. No. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my dashboard, okay? Now I'm on my dashboard right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my account here. No, sorry. Go to brands. And then you can see that I have managed domains, right? So when you actually connect a domains, it's all stored within this option here. You can see I've connected this domain, right? So what I've done is I connected a subdomain. But if you have a domain without a subdomain, that's even better. Yeah. So what we do is we click on connect domain, and we choose a domain. So for example, let's say my domain is gymbathboys.com. Right? Example, yeah, I'm not actually doing this. Let's say my domain is not a subdomain, domain submit. And what you do is you see that you have two options. One is a CNAME record, and the other is an A record. The process is exactly the same, all right? So you go back to your Namecheap or whichever you bought your domain from, and then within advanced DNS, you add in two things, right? You add in a new record, an A record, with the host. The host you're going to put here is www, because that one means when you visit your domain name, it points to the value here, which is this one. So the same thing, yeah? Sorry, the same thing. So you create one A record and one CNAME record. So go back here, one A record and then a CNAME record. Do the same thing, the access is the same. Once that happens, you'll be able to see your landing page up here like that. Okay, Hazel, when and how you will send this video? We will send this video hopefully by tonight, and we will be posting this up on the website itself. I'll send an email to everyone so you can access the videos after this session. Okay. After this session, is it possible to watch back the whole content? Yes, you watch back the exact whole recording of this. I've recorded this whole session. You can do it, right? CNAME record is for subdomain and A record is for domain. No, it's not that. CNAME record is basically, okay, when you put in a domain or subdomain, you would have to put in that CNAME and A records, right? Just follow on screen, it's quite simple, right? If you put in domain, you would have to put in a CNAME record and A record. If you put in a subdomain, you just have to put in a CNAME. All right, just keep it that way. Keep it simple that way. Okay, so is it expensive to buy a domain name? No, it's not. It's really, really cheap to buy a domain name. Look at this. Let's use exabytes right now, yeah? So exabytes, let's say we're going to buy Gym Buff Boys again. gymbuffboys.com. Let's see how much this costs, yeah, on exabytes. You can just do a search on exabytes and find a domain name. Domain names are not expensive. They are quite affordable. Yeah. You can see, yeah. So gymbuffboys.com is on sale 10 years. For 10 years, yeah, you own this domain name, it's only 424. Let's say you have no budget. You say, oh, that's expensive, Ruben. Oh my gosh. Go for 1 year. 1 year is only 50 ringgit. Okay. 50 ringgit is nothing for a business. Okay. If you cannot spare 50 ringgit, don't start a business. I know that sounds crude, but this is the reality of it. So it's cheap to buy a domain name, but don't focus too much on your domain name. Focus more on the offer that you want to offer to your customers. All right. Okay, if the domain name is taken, okay, let me give you some good examples. That's a good question, yeah? What if the domain name is taken? Now, if the domain name is taken, you have two choices. One is to find something else. Two is to offer the domain name owner to sell it to you. Okay, so what are some great domain names? For example, Wagyu. Or let me give you an example, yeah. When I wanted to build this digitalkit.org, we look for some domain names online, right? And one of the names that we come up with, or we thought about, is called Digital 8. But Digital 8 was very, very, very expensive. Someone has already owned this domain name and we couldn't buy this. For example, you can see digital8.com is registered in 1998. So long ago, right? And if you want to buy this, we can make an offer to the current owner. But you can almost guarantee that the current owner will not sell you at a cheap price. Get it? Okay, do you have to buy .com, .net, or all of it? You don't have to buy all of it, but if you have found a good name, for example, if you're apple.com, you probably want to buy apple.com, apple.net, apple.org, and point it all back to your business because you want to secure that brand name, right? So that makes sense. Hosting, any recommendations? So if you use a landing page builder like MailChimp, the hosting is on MailChimp, right? But if you're going to build something like WordPress, you have to buy your own hosting. Now, because we have exabytes people here, you can use exabytes, right? You can just use exabytes for that. Go and find a hosting. Exabytes has some great plans to start out a hosting plan. Costs very little, For example, you can just go to the hosting. And if you're just starting out, you're very new, go for a small business web hosting, that's fine. A shared hosting is fine, okay? You already have a website domain name and website. Can you use the same domain? Yes, you can use the same domain. It's fine. Okay, so I saw two other questions, yeah? One other question I saw is, on the landing page itself, let me go back to my landing page here. Okay, let me just close this. On my landing page itself, just now I talked a bit about this one here, the email address. Now, when someone signs up this email, where does the email go, right? This is a good question. Where does the email go? So let's say I click on the cat record, that's my email. Let's say I put the lead.io and I click on join program for free now. Now, where does the email go, right? Good question. It goes back into your MailChimp dashboard. If you go back to MailChimp, go back to your dashboard, all right? You'll see that you have a tab called audience. That is where all the emails will be stored, okay? So you click on audience, and then you can see that we have one new contact, right? If I click on that new contact, you can see that the person who signed up was Ruben at the lead.io, right? And let's say you already have like hundreds of leads within your website. What are you going to do next? What you can do is you can create an email to send all of them in one simultaneous go. And we're going to learn how to do that on Monday. Okay, let me see more questions here. Now, we already have an existing website, very basic without landing page. Can we insert this landing page under MailChimp? Yes, you can. You can use a subdomain under your website, or you can use a / subfolder on your website. That's fine. Okay, Rakib, I'm not really clear about your inserting payment link. Don't worry, I'll go through more of that tomorrow in more detail. What I've done today is very fast because I know some of you want to go online quickly. But it's really simple. To insert a payment link, what I've used is PayPal, right? And PayPal gave me a link to collect payments from people. That's it. And that link is placed on the landing page itself. Anyway, join the Telegram group. If you have further questions after this, we can always answer them. Yeah. Exabytes better on Namecheap better. Now, I have no comments about that. There's no bad. There's no wrong. Exabytes is a local company, so support your local company, please. Exabytes has also great support, right? They sell domains. If you want to buy like country level domains like .com, .my, or .my, you would have to buy it from Exabytes. Namecheap does not sell .com, .my. Namecheap sells you .coms, the international type of extensions. Now, Namecheap started off as a domain registrar. That means they do not have a host. They do not actually started off with a hosting company. So they're actually a new hosting company. Not actually very new, but they are relatively newer when it comes to hosting. So you might find that the hosting on Namecheap might be a bit not so good because they are new at the game, right? Exabyte started off as a hosting company, I believe. Hosting is like, okay, before I answer that, yeah. Can I design form in MailChimp to collect more data? Yes, you can. So on MailChimp, you can go back to your audience, right? And then under your audience, you can see that we have sign up forms, right? And then under sign up forms, you have all the builders you can use. Now, I'm not going to go through this, but if you have a MailChimp account, it's free. Go and try it out for yourself today. All right. Okay, what is hosting, yeah? That's a good question as well. What is hosting? Oh, what is hosting? So hosting is like a house. There we go. Let me find a picture to show you how it works. Okay. Okay, a bit blur, but let me show you how it works. So your website is a house, right? Metaphorically, it's a house, and your house sits on top a LAN, all right? The domain address is like your house address. So let's say you stay in number 1 Bukit Kiara, KL. That's your domain name, the address. Okay. Now your house sits on a piece of land, right? A land to hold your house. In the internet world, that land is called hosting. It holds your files, it holds your database, it holds your website itself. So hosting is like space online. It's space for your email, it's space for your website, it's space for everything. Okay. WordPress is one of the best. Not really. So WordPress is a platform. There are no really best platform out there. The best one should be the one that works best for you. All right. Okay, regarding page speed and etc., Elementor better or MailChimp to build website? Now, that's a very subjective question. With Elementor, you can optimize it yourself if you know how to. So you can definitely get better speeds on Elementor. On MailChimp, it's done for you, right? So you have not much options to make the site speed faster. So I would say Elementor would be faster in terms of site speed. But I think MailChimp is fine as well. So we can take a look at the speed test, website speed test, right? And just do a quick one. Okay. Let's see. Apart from sharing your landing page through your contacts network in Facebook, what are other ways to bring traffic to your landing page? Now, there are many ways. SEO, right? Content marketing. Look at that. MailChimp is so fast. Content marketing, SEO, Facebook ads, which is what we're going to talk about on the 4th session. Facebook ads, Google ads, through sharing of instant messaging, doing videos on YouTube. There's a lot of ways to pull in traffic to your landing page. So you don't have to always just go to Facebook. Yeah, there's many, many ways. We'll explore more of that on the 4th session where we talk about pulling in audience to your landing page. Can visitors from other countries access .com.my? Yes, you can access .com.my. For example, I can access, let's say, nike.jp or something, .co.jp, right? Now that's a Japanese, Nike, let's see, Nike.co.jp. That's a Japanese extension, but still you can access it. So same thing, Japanese people can access your page as well. What is, sorry, my pronunciation, SEO, not SEO, SEO, search engine optimization. Yeah, thanks for that, Aman. So search engine optimization is how you optimize your site to rank up in Google. So for example, when someone search for, let's say, data science course Malaysia. Okay, let's pray that my site comes up. Huh? All right, data science course Malaysia. We have ads above that. Then you can see that we have the lead.io. That's SEO. All right. When someone search for best laptop in music production, they use a keyword, right? You can see that, oh, boom, Audio Mentor is here. That's my site, by the way. All right. Landing page is also good for SEO, but it's much, much, much better for Google Ads. For example, when I search for, let's say, made for hire KL, right? You want to put a landing page when you run Google Ads. So when people search for example, let's go to mindset. When I search for made for hire in KL, what do I want to find? Do I want to find a site telling me about all the maids in the world? Or do I want to find a site that tells me, get your maid in KL right now, put in your email, click this button right now. Now this is bad. Look at this site. I hope the business owner is not in this call, but look at this site here. I search for maid in KL, and then they show me congratulations to our sister company, the best maid agency, and then we have Philippines, we have Indonesia, Cambodia. I do not want that. I want to click a button to call. Of course, you have your buttons here, yeah? I'm just exaggerating, but this is a problem with websites. It's not focused. I don't want to see congratulations to our sister company. I do not want to see opening soon. I do not care. I care about my made in KL, right? So this is one example. So landing pages are effective for that one purpose that you want people to take. So landing pages are also good for SEO, for people to get the exact thing that they want to find and to How to do SEO is not included in this session. I'll include this in the next other sessions. Yeah. Can MailChimp enhance the SEO for landing page? Yes, you can enhance the SEO for landing page with putting in the correct descriptions and titles on your page itself. And one thing I didn't mention in MailChimp is that you can create a website as well. See that? A website. So a website is the same as a landing page, as in you can create, this is exactly the same thing, right? So you can create a website. You can do this yourself. I'm not going to do this. This is too much already. But you start editing it, right? And then what you can do is you can build your page. So we have a home page. We have, let's say, an about page. And basically just link it to a domain name, right? An about page. And then let's say in your home page, you want to change the titles. So basically just change the different titles, right? The title tags, the descriptions, and you optimize it for SEO. Okay, so that's possible as well. Okay, we're going to stop this at 5 p.m. Yeah, I appreciate all your questions, and I appreciate you coming here and learning as well. It's great. I mean, thank you for being up to here until now. But yeah, ask the questions. I'll be here for another 10 minutes to answer all your questions before we go off. I actually like people to speak as well in this session, but maybe a bit too noisy. Okay, let me see what else, other questions you have. I'm going to answer them until 5 p.m. We'll call it quits, and then we can discuss further on the Telegram group. And I'll put up a recording of what we have gone through today on the website. You'll receive an email from me to access the videos itself. Okay, let's see. Don't be shy of talking. It's fine. You know, it's this thing. Let me see what other questions are. Is there any possibility to insert the landing page under MailChimp to existing website domain without parking and subdomain? Sorry, I hope it's not a stupid question. Now, no questions is stupid. That's a good question, in fact. This question from one of you. Yes, there's a possibility of inserting landing page to an existing website domain without subdomain. There is. It's going to be more technical, but it's possible. Okay, that's possible. Eric, coolairconservice.com. Is this a good landing page? Okay, let me just look at that. Okay, so what do you want to, let me just be a critic on this landing page, yeah? Again, Ruben does not know everything. So I'm just going to give what I see here right now. Okay, so when I look at this page, it depends on what I'm looking at. So harga terendah, cool aircon. Perkhidmatan pakar penyaman udara untuk semua penghuni dari $80. Okay, so I think this is a good point, right? So instead of putting this as a sub headline, why don't we make it big? Make it big, huh? Perkhidmatan pakar penyaman udara dari RM80. That becomes more catchy, right? Okay, so this is an okay landing page, I would say. Yeah, depending on the persona that comes in here. What do you want the users to do? So when I come in here, what do you want me to do? You want me to click on this button and call you right now? Or you want me to see more? So always have one action only, right? When someone comes in here, call you now, put in a lead, buy now. What do you want me to do? See more or what, right? Okay, so I can see that this is the CTA, the call to action is call, right? Call. So this is great, right? This is good. So I can see call now, right? So always put one single action. This is okay. I would say this is okay. Maybe what you can do is you can drop these menus here. If you can, put it without a menu. If you look at some of our examples, let's say data science amplify. If you look at landing pages, one very important thing is that there's no menus. Why is there no menus? Because we want people to do one thing only. We do not want them to go and click, and then go and lose themselves, and then they get, you know. So only one thing, lose the menu if possible, get them to only focus on one thing. We shy because of kids making noise at background. It's fine. Learns a lot today. Thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Yeah. How long a landing page should be? 3 to 4 pages? Now that's a very good question. This is one debate that digital marketers usually have. How long should a landing page be? Should it be like super long or should it be super short? It depends, right? You can put it short, get straight to the point. If you're putting it long, make sure you add value. Now, I'm going to give you some examples, right? I like giving examples. The examples are great. So I want to show you a landing page which is super long, but yet converts like crazy, all right? And this is the one. So this is a landing page by this guy called Ramit Sethi. Oh shit, it's closed. Huh. Okay, I'll show you something else. If you look at his landing page, his landing page is super long, right? But the reason why it works, because it's still long, is because he provides value, and the way he writes his landing page is so good that someone reads the landing page will continue reading it without putting their eyes away. Okay, look at his landing page. Let me see, I can show you one. Okay, look at this landing page. How long is it? Super long, right? Super long. I'm not stopped scrolling yet, right? Done. It's super long. This is easily 12 to 14 pages long, right? But the reason it works is because it speaks to the person reading it. Okay, so there's no rules of short to long. If you can, test it. Short one and long one, see which one works better. Yes, the next session tomorrow is 3 to 5. Tomorrow will be a shorter one, I think, because the content is much shorter. It's much simpler to understand. Today from homework is a try to landing page. Great, go and do a landing page. Landing page can replace a website. You probably cannot replace a website with a landing page. You still need a website as your mother brand to basically tell your mothership, to tell everybody what you do. But you use landing pages to strategically collect leads and to create sales. Okay. Tomorrow's session, yeah, that's a good question. I'm just going to copy the invitation and send it to all of you here. Now, I'll also send the invitation to you in the Telegram group, and I'll be emailing all of you as well. This is tomorrow's, tomorrow's session, yeah? 3 to 5 p.m. Okay, 4 more minutes, and then we're going to go off from here, yeah? What do you suggest for a landing page for a restaurant? You can just use MailChimp, that's fine. Okay, don't worry. What is the best platform to sell digital products? Example, software, apps, games, plugin. The best platform to sell digital products is Envato. Envato and nobody else sells best platform. So something that you might know, for those of you who knows me in my earlier days, I'm a musician as well. So what I do is I sell music on Envato. So Envato is one of the best places to sell digital products. So you can see that I have some digital products. Let's see. There you go. That's me here, right? So Envato is one of the best marketplaces to sell digital products. If you're going to sell your own products, just do a landing page for it. It's fine. Okay. Let's see. That's Envato, yeah? Let me just type envato.com for you. For the Aircon landing page previously, does it count as a landing page, website hybrid? Yeah, it does count as a landing page, website hybrid. It does do that. So to give you an example, right? I'll give you an example of ourselves. So the lead.io is a website, right? But we have landing pages within the site itself. So this is our site. You can go and see the different type of courses that we have, But let's say you click on one of them, for example, Digital Marketing 360, which is my course, right? When you click on that course itself, what happens in the menu? The menu is gone, right? It becomes a landing page. So we have designed this page to be a landing page, and we focus the customer or the readers to only do one thing, to click on this red button or to click on this yellow button here. Okay? So we have changed it into a landing page. So yes, a website and landing page can coexist with each other. Okay, 2 more questions going to answer, and then we're going to go off for the day. Yeah, thank you again for joining us up to this point. I'm going to answer Jusian. Alternative health mobile therapies for manual lymphatic drainage, beeswax ear candling, counselor, and small meditation group located in KL. Besides sending, oh, okay, this is introduction. Any recommendations on the free audio and free picture side? Okay, for free audio, right? If you need free audio, YouTube has a free audio library and it's free to use. Just credit back these people. All right, I'm going to paste this to you. So free audio, great place to find free audio. Okay, great place to find. These are all free. Free image, I think someone shared the link earlier, so go and look back at the chat sessions and you'll find it. Okay. All right, so I think. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us again. I'll be sending an email recap to all of you. The recordings from today's session would be actually be sent to you via an email. It will be hosted on the website itself, digitalkid.org. If you need more help, you can always join the Telegram group. We have members in there and it's growing as well. So basically, join us, discuss with us. I'm not the only person who can share ideas. All of you can also share ideas. I'm not the only one. So we welcome your ideas as well. I'm going to click the link and share it with you in case you missed it. So join us for the support group here, yeah? So I'm just going to paste this. On Telegram, to join us, network with everyone there. One condition, be nice, be respectful, yeah? And I hope everyone who is running a business today, go creative, go online, offer something to your customers online, build something simple. Do not worry about the frameworks, do not worry about the softwares. What you worry on is how you can actually help your customer, all right? Okay, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's session at 3 p.m. And thank you again. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed presenting to you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.